Alright, bro. To 5 more minutes solo play. This is, as always, Bookworm playing Total Extreme Wrestling 2013. Sorry about the delay in upload for this episode. I'm in the wrong database. We'll maybe play that one another time. Let's switch back over to the default. You'll notice my skin is a little bit different. I'm showing off the new era skin by Idolized, which you can find in the mod section of the TEW2013 forums at greydogsoftware.com/forums. So we're just going to load up our game here. When last we played, I had just finished booking the show, and today we'll skip through some days, hopefully get to that contract signing with Matty Keith, and maybe get to the next show. I do plan on playing at least a month of this, so we'll get to see the pay-per-view and everything. That little pop-up just let me know that I had emails. It's a nice feature that we got in this one that just jumps over for you, so you don't have to keep clicking between screens. This will give us the rating we got. We got a 6.88 on GNN Total Sports. The ratings are not set up the same way as they are in real life. You can adjust them in this version, which is another new feature we got, which is pretty cool if you're into that and you want like as accurate as possible to real life. Hopefully we'll start making money this month. As you can see, we don't have a whole lot. That's one of the downfalls of playing as TCW, is you have to struggle with that to begin with, and hopefully start making money right away. So we're just going to advance the day. I hope all of you are enjoying some games yourself. Feel free to comment in the comment section about what you're playing, any tips you might have for people that haven't played the series. Feel free to point them out if I missed something. I've been playing these games, as I said, since EWD way back in the day. So there's a lot of stuff I do know, but there's always stuff I don't know too. What would be really great if we could get Derek B out to the video and he can make some comment, because he's, well, even better would be Adam Ryland himself, but I wouldn't expect that. But anybody else that's works on the game or helps out with the game would be great to put their 2 cents in. But then again, you can always head to the forums and read their awesome posts there. I don't play like a lot of other people. I don't metagame. I don't I don't have spreadsheets and notepads with all my things. Occasionally I'll use the note section here if I'm setting up a tournament or something, but that's about as far as I go. So there's that. Like I said, there's a lot of this. If you were playing like a modern day WWE game, you like every 2 days or every Monday and Tuesday you're booking shows, plus at least once a month you have a pay-per-view, so like there's a lot more booking involved. If you're playing an independent show, you don't even have a monthly show. Okay, I just want to make sure that I didn't accidentally sign him. What you can always do, the game on the newest patch will actually notify you if there's a change, if someone else bid for the contract or whatever, so you have the opportunity to make sure that you're updating as it goes along. So I just want to make sure real quick, no one else has offered him a contract, but he still hasn't tried to sign with us yet. Sometimes guys in high demand will do that. They're kind of waiting it out to see if they get any offers from anybody else. So there's always that as well. And this will probably be, yep, right there. We got a decision now from Matt Keith. As you can see, these are all grayed out because you already offered him, what you could. All you can do here is set if he's going to be face or heel, or what push he'll be. This will usually be which of the two he's better at, which I'll show you in a second here. You can also try and get a medical exam, which costs quite a bit of money, but it'll tell you any previous injuries or drug use that people know about. You can check your finance here just to see how well you're able to pay him. You can withdraw. Be careful, because if you withdraw, that's about a 6-month waiting period before they'll try and sign with you again. But we're going to go ahead and complete the contract. He is working with someone else, so we have to wait for 7 days before we can use him, so it'll be another week. But he is with us now. And what I'm going to do is pull this up real quick. This is everything that's in yellow, you have the opportunity to change or view in some way. Like I can pull up this. We can have the computer suggest a name. We can go with his mask. He doesn't wear one. I can ask him to, we can put a mask on him. We can also have him get his head shaved at some point before or after a match. We call for that. Alter egos, not everyone has one. Keith does not. But you can always, if you change his name, it'll ask you if you want to make it a alter ego, and the amount of time it usually will be used, depending on if we have to let him go at some point. This here, this is the size they wrestle at. You can ask. There's a minimum and maximum size. You can ask them. They won't always go for it. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. And it affects different things. If you decrease in size, you might get better at high flying, or your stamina might increase for the guy. If you ask an increase, he can maybe have a better look, so he'll have more star quality. There's also a chance he'll just become fat, depending. If I can find a guy here, I don't want to do it with Matthew Keith. I'm going to want to be using him, so we'll get one of the older guys here and see if we can get him to change. Yeah, he'll be asked to do a lightweight. So we can drop Brent Hill down to a lightweight, which will help him out a little bit on that. And then we can go over to the news section here and click on the archive, and it'll tell us that he's lost weight following a change in diet, or sometimes an exercise regime. If he's going up in size, it could be he bulked up because of steroids, if they're a steroid user, or might be that he let himself go, or because of something like that nature, or because he just worked out. So it changes depending on that. It says right here he'll be available in a week. We'll pull this back up. A lot of people coming in didn't know how to fire people because it did change from last game. This right here, you just click on this. You can negotiate when it's down to 1 month before their contract expires, or if it's pay per appearance, which is not a written contract, which you do a lot in the indie companies. You can negotiate at any time. You can also just release them right here. Be very careful, because in this one, a release is automatic, not 1 day. A little go around we had, if I had drug testing on, I would show you when someone pops up for a drug, positive for drugs, you can click fire. And in the last game, if it worked where it made them change their ways, then you could cancel the firing and they would still be drug free. Now it's just automatic release. That also works if they pull a prank or do something stupid backstage. This tells you if they're face or heel. He actually is very strong in both, so they just defaulted to heel. Most likely I'm a little bit low on heels, and that's why they did that. And then it'll also, once he's debuted, it will tell us if he has time. A really cool thing that we started getting this year was that when you turn somebody, it's not an automatic turn. You actually can slow build it, where they start acting heel-like or face-like depending within the matches and angles they're in, and you can actually build that turn up and make it better, or if you wait too long it won't be as good. So that's a pretty cool thing. And then you can change their gimmicks. You want to make sure this right here is what you have. There's no reason why they shouldn't be able to use the gimmick, because if you aren't good at the gimmick, it's going to bomb when it debuts. You get a rating and it will help your momentum with the guy and everything. You can give him a mask, like I said. We can assign a manager. I like this right here. I only show potential managers. These are the 3 managers that I do have. We can assign him one if we need to, but I'm not going to. And this is his morale. Everyone has this. This right here will tell you what's affecting it, and then you can also give bonuses and time off to help that boost if they get it dropped. If you are someone like me and you usually play with a giant roster, that will happen a lot with guys not being used. They'll get unhappy, and you'll have to give them some bonuses and stuff and time off to help that out. So we can't really do much with Matthew Keith for another few days, so we'll go ahead and skip forward the show, which is in 2 more days. And then after that, we'll probably, I don't think I'll have time to book this show, so we'll skip to the show, and then I'll book on the next episode, since that seemed to take 20 minutes last time. Hopefully it won't take me this long or that long next time, just because I'll have a little bit more idea of what I'll be doing. I'll also kind of show the auto booker a little bit so we can get through them faster, and I won't have as much to explain with the storylines and all that, since I went over that last episode. So if you haven't watched last episode, feel free to go watch it now after this one is over, and then we can go forward. That way I won't have to explain it all again next time. So this is the day of the show again. Let's just do a quick overview real quick of how our storylines are going. The Fighting the Law, we need to get Minnesota higher up in the from fairly poor. That way when we end it, we can make it look a little bit better. That's because he kind of lost in the last one, I guess. And then we have Rick Law, still fairly good. We got the Golden Opportunity here. Rocky Golden's not doing very well. We really need to get him up. Let's see. I'm doing fairly poor as well, so I need to get myself up. And then Wolf Hawkins seems to be the only person that's benefiting from that storyline right now. Let's see. Vesey is doing well, and Dale Johnson's. Okay, so we have guys that we need to get higher up there, because I'm trying to get all these guys to get good benefits from these storylines. So we'll work on that on the next show, and do a quick look at the creative meeting. This won't really change much week to week. It's more of a month to month thing that you want to check. But American Buffalo and Joel Bryan are still in time decline. Oh, one more thing I can do while we're here. I'm going to try to get a development company real quick. Basically, this is how I do this. I just spam a request to a parent company. Just a quick show. You go to company relations here, and then you check the parent company, and then you can just go down. It helps to know which ones are going to be beneficial. I believe 5 Star Supreme Wrestling and Angel Athletic Association are the female companies, which I'm not really going to bother with here. So we'll go through. There's always a chance they'll all say no. Sometimes you'll get a bite. Of course, or if they have their own child company, they will not do it. It's mainly the smaller companies that will go for this. Big companies usually won't. So I'm just going to span through here, and we'll get notified tomorrow. So after the show, we book, which will be on the next episode, whether or not we get a development company. I'll be able to show you how that works. You can see we already have a relationship with Supreme Wrestling Federation. We're at war with them. That's the big thing here. The other thing I might try to do, no, I'm not going to try and get a working relationship with USPW, which are the other national company, just because in doing that, it will prevent me from being able to steal their guys, as they are the other national company. They're in a national war with us, but not directly, so we're not actually swiping at each other. More so, they're just on the scene. So there's not really a precedent for that to explain in actual wrestling, because at most there's only been 2 main companies and then one smaller one. Right now we're at a place in wrestling right now where there's a global company and then a semi-national company. There's a lot of game-wise. WWE probably would not be global; they'd be a national company with very easy to get to international as far as the game goes. But as far as real life, they are globally known, and so yeah. I'm gonna show the dirty tricks here real quick. This is something that came back from EWD. If you're at war with somebody, you can choose to try and do some dirty tricks to them to help discredit them. We'll just plant this story here, and if it works, it's good. If it doesn't work, then it's bad on us, and that will do it. So on the next episode, we will be booking TCW Presents Total Wrestling episode 2 for us in the week 2 of January 2013, and I'll see you then.